Well, firstly, I think in any organisational structure, whether it be a ministry or a church, the first place is to recognise that this is a danger. And I think sort of many Christian organisations have not recognised the reality of the possibility of this kind of abuse. And sometimes powerful leaders who act as near dictators have been welcomed and valued because of what they're able to get done. So I think the first step to protecting against abusive leadership is to recognise the reality that abuse might be occurring. Many churches and organisations are already aware of the dangers of, for example, sexual abuse and financial abuse, and they've put in place procedures and policies to try to ensure that that doesn't happen. So, for example, perhaps they've made decisions about when people can be alone with somebody of the opposite sex. And in relation to abuse of power, I think it's exactly the same. Churches need to draw up policies that define what spiritual abuse is, define the behaviour that is unacceptable, and to provide those in leadership with clear guidance as to what they can and what they cannot do. So to lay down boundaries of behaviour. And that needs to be communicated not just to the leader, but to the wider community as a whole. So people are aware of what kind of practices will be unacceptable. At the same time, the organisation needs to have procedures and mechanisms to deal with claims that abusive behaviour has taken place. It's all very well having policies as to what abusive behaviour is, but if the organisation doesn't have a process, if allegations are made, to investigate them, to determine whether or not abuse has taken place, to take action if it has, then the community won't be protected. So I think it's a combination of being aware of the problem, standard setting of what is appropriate behaviour, and putting in place proper procedures that enable people to raise their concerns and for those to be properly investigated.